is one of the largest egg producers in Malaysia. It is listed as public company in the Bursa Malaysia on the 20th October 1994. This company is engaged with integrated livestock farming and retail operation. The integrated livestock farming business, which is currently accounts for over 80% of the group's revenue, is currently further broken down into three separate segments, namely layer, broiler, and food processing. The businesses are carried out mainly in Peninsular Malaysia states of Selangor, Perak, Melaka, and Sabah in East Malaysia, while the retail operation is only concentrated in state of Sabah. The group is an integrated poultry farmer cum food processor. This means that the group has almost everything in-house, from animal feeding production, breeding both layer and broiler parent and fixed stocks, right up to the harvesting of the table eggs or broiler, to slaughtering and processing of downstream chicken's product and the final distribution of its all branded products to the retail market. The group also converts its chicken waste to produce organic fertilizer for sale. All the broiler produced in the group today are consumed internally and processed into dressed chicken, cut part, and downstream products such as frankfurters, nuggets, and fried chicken. The groups also currently operate one pasteurized liquid egg plant and are sold to confectionaries and manufactures mayonnaise. The group currently operates 17 retail operations outlet and also one distribution center under the trade name of Gmart. The group's products are marketed under two registered brands, namely NutriPlus and Wise Choice. The group being recently awarded the Brand Laureate for Best Brands for the most favorite brand for consumer eggs for the year of 2016 and 2017. According to this company, a layer is a chicken that is raised for the purpose of egg production, while a broiler is any chicken that is bred and raised specifically for meat production. The annual report also states that year-end of accounting period for this company is 31st March. Now, I will explain briefly about the background of Culmain Food Incorporated. Culmain Food Incorporated is the largest fresh egg producer in the United States. The company is principally engaged in production, processing, and distribution of shell eggs. The company sells shell eggs to a diverse group of customers, including national and local, grocery store chain, drug stores, food service distributors, and egg product consumers. The company's sales are mainly in the southeastern, southwestern, mid-western, and mid-Atlantic region of the United States. In terms of production, the company's operations are fully integrated. The company hatches, chicks, grow and maintain flocks of pullet, layers, and breeders. It is also manufacture, feed, and produce, process, package, and distribute shell eggs. According to this company, layers are mature female chickens, pullets are female chickens usually under 18 weeks of age, and breeders are male and female chickens that use to produce fertile eggs to be hatched for eggs production flocks. The type of eggs produced in this company is specialty eggs, which are the enhanced egg, cage-free egg, organic egg, and brown egg. And also, it is also produce non-specialty eggs. The company also produces and markets specialty shell eggs under two brands, which are Egglands Best for low cholesterol eggs, Farmhouse for eggs laid by uncaged hens. The annual report also stated that the year-end of accounting period for this company is on the 3rd June. Before going further, I would like to talk about accounting standard used by the both company. Since Lekong Berhad is a local company, the standard used is Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard (MFRS). MFRS are issued by Malaysia Accounting Standard Board (MASB) in respect of each application in Malaysia. As the company business activity is based on agriculture, the company used MFRS 141 Agriculture to present in its financial report. According to standard, agriculture activity is the management by an entity of the biological transformation and harvest of biological asset for sales or for conversion into agricultural produce or into additional biological asset. Other terms used in the standard are AP, agricultural produce, is the harvested produce of the entity's biological asset. BA, biological asset, a living animal or plant. BT, biological transformation, comprises the process of growth, degeneration, production, and procreation that cause qualitative and quantitative changes in a BA. CTU, cost to sales, are the incremental costs directly attributable to the disposal of an asset, excluding financial costs and income tax. A group of BA is an aggregation of similar living animals or plant. Harvest is the detachment of produce from a BA or the cessation of a BA life process. The recognition criteria of BA and FB are: first, the entity must have the control over the asset from the past event. Second, there is a probable future economic benefit will flow into the entity. Third, the fair value or cost can be measured reliably. For measurement, BA shall be measured on initial call and at the end of each reporting period at its fair value less cost to sales. Meanwhile, AP shall be measured at its fair value less cost to sales at the point of harvest. Such measurement is the cost at that day when applying MFRS 102 inventories or another applicable standard. The fair value measurement of a BA or IP is based on the age or quality. An entity select the attribute corresponding to the attribute used in the market has a basic for pricing. Any gains or loss arising on initial cost of a BA or IP at fair value less cost to sales and from a change in fair value less cost to sales shall be recorded in the statement of profit and loss. Now, let's see how Carl-Man Food Incorporated, a forage company, prepared its financial statement. The company used Accounting Standard Codification (ASC) to prepare its financial statement. In US accounting practice, the Accounting Standard Codification (ASC) is the current single source of US Generally Accepted Accounting Principle (GAAP). It is maintained by the Financial Accounting Standard Board (FASB). In this standard, ASC 905 Agriculture presents an overview, scope, glossary, and other background material for each subtopic guided. But it does not provide any historical background, due process discussion, illustration for other than comparative, or a summary of the accounting and reporting requirement. For rearing animals, all direct and indirect costs are accumulated until the animal reach maturity and are transferred to a productive function. All direct and indirect development costs of animals that range from sales are accumulated and the animals are accounted for at the level of cost or market LCM until they are available for sales. There are three conditions where the animals are held for sales. The first one, they are reliable, readily determinable, and realizable market price for the animal. Second, the cost of disposal is relatively insignificant and predictable. And the last one is, the animals are available for immediate delivery. For newborn, the cost of feed and boarding will be allocated to the mother animal that produced the newborn. Thus, the LCM value will be 0. For the first 3 to 10 months of an infant's life cycle, any cost associated will be boarding costs. There are exceptional cases where an appropriate cost basis for the product cannot be determined. A market basis is acceptable if the product meets all of the following criteria. First, they have immediate marketability at quarter market price that cannot be influenced by the producer. Second, they have characteristics of unique interchangeability. And the last one is, they have relatively insignificant cost of disposal. The accounting basis of those inventory is the realizable value, which means quarter market price less estimated direct cost of disposal. If an agricultural product or animal is classified as available for sale, the AAC allows producers to use a fair market value approach rather than the LC inventory classification recognition because producers want higher depreciation expenses and lower taxable income. At the point that breeding and production animal reach maturity, any accumulated development cost less any estimated salvage value must be depreciated over each animal estimated productive life. Immature animals are not considered to be in service until they reach maturity, at which time their accumulated costs become subject to depreciation. For multiple products, some production animals produce more than one product. For example, sheep produce lamb, wool, and meat. Meanwhile, dairy cattle produce milk, calf, and meat. Costs may be allocated as either joint product or byproduct depending on the estimated relative value of each. In most instances, the meat or softer value of the production animal is considered salvage. The accounting recognition is determined by the amount anticipated to be received for each product. These amounts are significantly affected by the breeding, production, and marketing practice of the producer, which impact comparability of financial data among producers.
Biological assets recognized by Ley-Honborchardt are livestock, comprised of layers and breeders. Layers and breeders are recognized as biological assets, while agricultural produce of these biological assets are eggs and meats, respectively under MFRS 141. The total number of eggs produced and sold during the financial year end 31st March 2017 was 626 million.
Now we move to Calm Mind Food Incorporated. The biological asset for this company is same with Ley-Honborchardt, but there is additional which is created. So we conclude that the biological asset for this company has three, which is purulent, breeders, and layers. This company grows and maintains their flocks, and the total flocks at the end of the financial year, which is 3rd June 2017, consists of approximately 9.5 million purulents and breeders and 36.1 million layers. While the agricultural produce for this company is eggs and livestock, which is same with the Ley-Honborchardt. Their flocks, this company flocks produce 870.3 million and had been sold 1,031.1 million dozen shell eggs sold in fiscal 2017. Now we move to the recognition. The recognition of biological asset of this company is totally different with Ley-Honborchardt. This is because this company recognizes their flocks as inventory. Same goes with the agricultural produce. They also recognize it in inventory.
Biological assets are measured at lower of cost or amortized cost and net realizable value. The measurement of these biological assets are divided into three categories, which are layer breeders, broiler breeders, and also layers. The costs are amortized to write off such costs to their net realizable values and their economic useful life. For the layer breeders, the measurement of layer breeders are costs include the cost of parent stock plus all attributable costs to the point of lay at week 22. The total estimated useful life of the breeders is 72 weeks, and accordingly, the cost is amortized over the breeder's useful life of 50 weeks. Broiler breeders. For the broiler breeders, the measurement are also the cost including cost of parent stock plus all attributable costs to the point of lay at week 24. The total estimated useful life of breeders is 65 weeks, and the cost is amortized over the breeder's useful life of 41 weeks. For the layers, the measurement are the cost including cost of pullet plus all attributable costs, including relevant overheads in bringing the pullets to the point of lay at week 21. The total estimated economic useful life of layers is 77 weeks and the cost is amortized over useful life of 56 weeks. Now, let's move on to the presentation and disclosure of biological asset. First and foremost, Lay Hornberg presents its biological asset in the statement of financial position. The biological asset for this company was presented as current asset. However, based on what we have learned in the class, biological asset should be recognized or presented under non-current asset based on MFRS 141. Besides, the company shows the incremental of biological asset in the statement of cash flow under operating activities. Next, the notes to the financial statement, Lay Horn disclosed the summary of the significant accounting policy of the biological asset in the notes number 2.3 and the critical accounting estimates and judgment in the notes 2.5. These notes explain on how Lay Horn recognize and measure the biological asset as we have discussed in the measurement section. Moreover, the details of the biological asset also are shown by the company in the notes number 8.
Now, we move to the presentation and disclosure. Carmine Food Incorporated is present and disclosed its inventory in statement of financial position. The inventory will be presented as current asset. The classified as current asset is same with Lay Hornberg. As you can see, the statement of financial position for Carmine Food Incorporated. Below the current asset, there's inventory. So that where the Carmine Food Incorporated present its inventory. Now we move to the note to the financial statement. For the notes of financial statement, it shows how Carmine Food Incorporated calculate their inventory and also float amortization. This we have discussed in measurement just now. So, as we can conclude that Lay Hornberg has more information compared to Carmine Food Incorporated. Lay Hornberg provide more details about its measurement about agriculture activity compared to Carmine Food Incorporated.